ODONGA raised some fundamental issues when he came out to say that very many people who are contesting for the speakership race just want to catch the eyes of the appointing authority. And if you have been my ardent follower, I also talked about it. There are some people who contest in some position, like the speakership position, when actually they want to be appointed in other positions. In fact, ODONGA said these statements.
Some people have used the speakership race to catch the eye of the appointing authority, so that in case you cannot target the moon, you get the stars. So don't think everyone in this race is a competitor. Others are participants. So the moment they fail, the SEC adopts the resolution, then they will start saying, if there are other issues, please get up and stand. And I know my good learned colleague Wanyoto would say the process was not fair, we were left out. Then probably the high priest will say, okay, don't worry, we will see where to put you. And at my level, and Wanyoto's level, she even deserves to be like Minister for East Africa. She's been at East African Parliament, she's been extensive. So half a loaf at times is better than nothing.
That is ODONGA OTTO. And it is right. We have history. I remember in the last speakership race, people like Taiba was a serious contender. You know, in any election, there are serious contenders. And there are those who just want to get clout and catch the eye of appointing authority. In the speakership race in the last parliament, Taiba was contesting with ANITA Among, but other people like Oboth, he was given the state minister for defense. Even Taiba himself, when he was told to step down, he was given a position of a chief whip and others. It is the truth. So even in this election, there are some people who are contesting, but actually they want to be seen by General Kaguta Museveni. And the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about those people and give you their names in my opinion. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagri. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, the speakership race would have not been so tight, but because of the incompetence of ANITA Among, the one that brought us here. He has failed the August House. He has lowered the bar for debate. But of course, if General Museveni wants to subjugate the House, ANITA Among will be the ideal candidate. In fact, I keep on telling people that the only serious contender who would have contended against the Speaker of Parliament, ANITA Among, would be the Deputy Taiba, because he's a better option. People like Mao cannot compete, and I highly think that even Mao wants to get the eye of appointing authority since his cooperation ended in 2026. He still waves it around. It's the reason why he quotes Jacob Olanya, okay, bringing the nostalgia of General Kaguta Museveni, so that even if he does not get the speakership position, as he's not going to get it, he will be appointed a cabinet minister, because General Museveni does that. For as long as you are in parliament and you've shown signs, even though you're in a position of working with him, he will give you the position. I remember even after the 2016 election, the woman MP who had run on DP Nachiwala was given a cabinet slot. No, General Museveni does that. I may not be surprised that in the opposition, even those who failed, names could appear in General Museveni's list. So for me, I really think one, people like Norbert Mao, people like Audria is so radical, he may not be given. This lady Namuganza will be retained. By the way, if had Namuganza put in a lot of more effort, will be a serious contender, because he's a sitting minister. The only problem is that he ran on an independent ticket, but he would be a serious contender. Others are just joking, because Namuganza would have been in the right party. His NRM is a minister, just that he didn't run on the NRM ticket. ODONGA continue to raise something pertinent, saying that the speakership race also entails the use of money. He said these statements.
But I think this resolution of President Museveni has just saved you. Because if you were to go for an election, Anita Mongin, Norbert Mao, Lydia Wanyoto, Andrea, and the other lady is Tassis, the minister, I can tell you some of you may come back only with your votes.
Persis Namuganza.
Namuganza may get up to about 40, 50 votes. Udria may get like 2 votes.
Wow.
That's my opinion. I have a right to be wrong. Wanyoto would probably get like 15 votes. And you'll see Honorable Anita Mao probably getting 60 votes. And then all the other votes, about 450, will go to Anita. It's not a fair race. I was doing research before coming to the studio. You know what is there in being the speaker? They have a quarterly budget of 8 billion shillings every 4 months. 8 billion for gifts and donations. Other than that, they have a budget of 970 million shillings for furniture overhaul every 2 years. Every 2 years, they have to overhaul furniture in their home settings. 970 million. Now, this is a huge advantage. Someone has 10 billion shillings coming into a race. My good friend Wanyoto, who is honest to the skin like me, may be having 3 million. And fuel, 3/4 tank. You are out of the race. So this is actually not an election. This is a selection. Whether you like it or not, it may not be very comforting. Honorable Anita Morgan clearly has a huge advantage. And also at a personality level, at an individual level, she is a very unique character. She's financially magnanimous.
That is Odonga, and I think it is right. We started seeing a man in the speakership race during the 2021 general election, where Taiba was contesting with Anita Among. In fact, Taiba had an upper hand. The only thing that failed Taiba, the gender card was played on the last resort. But Taiba had trounced Anita Among. They had a lot of money. Of course, Taiba with the most. Coming on the speakership race, the first speakership race where I saw Rebecca Daga spending money, holding conferences, etc., people being hosted in hotels. So if if the election was left just like that, there would be no person who would beat Anita Among when it comes to money, and he knows how to do that. Despite the very many weaknesses, Anita Among knows the value of using money in politics. It's the reason as to why he has greasy hands compared to other contenders. He knows how to use money to buy herself into anything. By the way, that is an attribute of a politician. A politician must be able to use the leg of money to take him somewhere. The same thing Genome 7 does. Sometimes when he wants something to be passed in parliament, he will have to entice his own members of parliament. So Anita Among, when it comes to money and using it, is a master. He would trounce those all. Of course, as my opinion is truly Mr. Makindi, Kabir Suleiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. See you on another one. Peace.